Hey, it's Sherry. Welcome back to Lipstick and Sass. I am filming my second video of the day, so if you feel like deja vu, it's not deja vu, it's just the same outfit, same makeup, and I added earrings. But today I decided I was going to do my very first favorites video. So this is not necessarily favorites for the month of April or May. This is actually pretty much my favorites of all time ever, I guess. This is stuff that I actually have in my house that is favorites. I know I probably have other things that are favorites of mine that I don't have, but I just thought I would try to narrow it down a little bit and just talk about the things that I actually have possession of. Granted, it's still a lot of stuff, but you got to narrow it down somehow, right? So today I'm going to do my very first favorites video. I kind of have it broken up into categories, but my filming setup isn't really conducive to having a lot of things so that I can put them down. So hopefully I don't like dodge in and out of frame too badly. But I think what I'm going to start with is skincare, body care, and then kind of go in the order in which I would put things on or use things. I'm sure things will kind of go out of order, but whatever. So again, this is my all-time favorites of stuff that is currently in the house. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing is some Olaplex products, hair care products. So I have the Olaplex Bond Maintenance Shampoo, Bond Maintenance Conditioner, and the Olaplex Hair Perfector. Now these are still in a kit that I got over kind of the holiday season. But I did use up the other ones that I was using. I just am using other products currently, so I didn't want to take them out of the packaging. But you've seen these before. It's the 3, 4, and 5 in the Olaplex kit. They actually have come out with bigger sizes, so that's kind of cool. But I really, really enjoy these products, and it really makes my hair feel better. I put in the mask, and I usually leave it all day and overnight, and my hair is usually really, really soft the next day. So this is one of my first favorites, the Olaplex set. Let's see, we'll go to this. The next favorite is from Bath & Body Works. It is Sun Ripened Raspberry. It is the Shea and Vitamin E Shower Gel. And I think I mentioned in a previous video that this has been my favorite Bath & Body Works scent forever. This is the fragrance mist that goes with it. I probably have some lotion somewhere in the house as well. This has been my favorite since at least college, if not before that. Used to be able to smell my room up and down the entire hallway, and you knew this was me. Now, unfortunately, this is one of those scents it's one of those OG favorites that they don't really carry in the store except for during sales. So I tend to stock up. So that's another one of my favorites. This product is the Ouai Hair Care Rose Hair and Body Oil. This is by, obviously, Ouai. And it smells like rose, obviously. But it is a really nice body oil. I am not great with lotions or body oils or things like that, but this is one that I do really like. It also has a kind of companion perfume that they came out with, and this is the Ouai Melrose Place perfume. And I don't know why I keep smelling things because you can't smell them, but this smells pretty much exactly like this. So if you don't like oils but you do like the scent, you can use the perfume. I asked for it for Christmas and I got it, and I'm really excited about it because I do like this. The next perfume that I have is the Flower Bomb Bloom by Viktor and Rolf. This is kind of rosy, but I don't know, it's sweet. It's a really good one too. This one though can get really strong, so I highly recommend that if you like the scent, but it can be overpowering that maybe you just a little tiny spritz, not 2 spritzes. 2 spritzes is definitely a lot with this one, but it's really, really good. And then the final perfume item that I have is Roses de Chloe Eau de Toilette, and it's this little roller ball. I've had this for a really long time, and I, again, am not, the thing is I get too many sprays and perfumes and things at once and then I can't use them up, but this one is a really, really nice rose as well. Obviously, if I'm going to get scents, I like rose scents or fruity scents, but particularly rose scents tend to be my favorite. So those are my body care. All right, so let's move on to basically facial stuff like that. Oh, I do have one other thing in here that's more body care. This is the Palmer's Cocoa Butter formula. It's a Swivel Stick Ultimate Moisture. So it's basically cocoa butter in a stick. And I don't know about you, but in the winter, I get really, really, really dry hands. Sometimes so dry that it bleeds. And I have found that this is really great to carry around with you. So if you're having a lot of trouble with your skin, like your knuckles or something, carry this around. It's also good for lip balm. And I actually have given this to a lot of people. I've suggested it to a lot of people. So I definitely recommend this. This is a definite favorite. Okay, so let's see if I can do this without breaking something. Oh, here's another body care item. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shimmer Body Oil. This came out last summer, and obviously I ended up using probably about half of it, which is pretty impressive because, again, it's hard to use stuff up. But it's got a nice little sprayer. It's got great, great glitter. You cannot see it because the lighting will not allow you to, but just that tiny, tiny spritz was a lot of glitter. So if you're somebody like me that in the summertime you work at an outdoor venue and maybe you wear some shorts a little bit, this is really, really cool for outdoor. It's really giving you that really pretty shimmer. So I recommend that. Okay, so then my favorite just facial cleanser, just general cleanser, is the Glam Glow Galactic Cleanse Hydrating Jelly Balm Cleanser. Now, I do not know for sure if they are doing away with this. Every time I see it, it is on sale. I have found it in TJ Maxx and Marshalls, so I do not know if they're doing away with this. I hope they're not because I really like it. I really like the smell of it. It's a sweet kind of cupcakey smell, which probably isn't good for your skin, but I like it. I also like that it's really good with kind of breaking up your makeup, and I like that you can put it on dry skinned and not have to like foam it up or anything like that. But then after you put it in and you kind of rub it in, it comes right off with water. So this is my favorite facial cleanser right now. Now, my favorite makeup removing balm is the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. And it comes in, you know, this big purple package. It's just, I mean, it's a cleansing balm. I'm sure you've seen it before. And this is my favorite cleansing balm. I didn't have it for a long time and just got a new container of it. But I do really like that and definitely recommend that. Okay, the next thing is, this is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. So this is my favorite kind of acne treatment mask. Comes in a tub. It's black. It's kind of got that charcoal and some kind of minty item in it. You can use this if you really want a deep cleanse. You can use it as a spot treatment. I really like this, and it's, I don't know, it's just something I like to keep around. So that's a good one. The next, so these are 3 other masks that I really like. They come from Summer Fridays, and I'm sure you've heard of the Jet Lag mask in the blue container. This one is just a really moisturizing mask. It is for moisturizing. So if you're having dryness, you would use this. But then I also actually got this with two others. It kind of came in a little kit, and I really like these two. This one is the R&R mask, and it is for I don't know. Oh, it's like kind of exfoliating. Um, I think it's got like the little, yeah, it's kind of got little scrubbies in it. And then the other one is the overtime mask. And so this one definitely is a scrubby mask, but this one is for brightening. This one is for kind of like refreshing, and this one is for moisturization. I usually use Glam Glow masks mostly, but these are nice for a little bit of an extra or kind of a different kind of mask. That was not very clear. I am sorry. Okay. The next thing on my favorites list is the Shiseido Facial Cotton. Now, these, you can get at Sephora. They're kind of expensive. I get them at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and they're way cheaper than they usually are at like Sephora or anywhere else. These are cotton, obviously cotton pads, but they're thicker, and I just find that they hold up better and kind of you can use them to scrub a little bit more. I don't know. I try not to use a lot of cotton, but you know, obviously there's one or two items in your skincare routine that you kind of do need to use cotton. But this is the kind I prefer, and I have a lot of it in my storage, so clearly I like it. Now another item I have two face mists that are my favorites. One is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. Now this one, obviously rosy scented. I just like, when I do my skincare, I like to wash my face and then I'll do some spritz of facial spray. Well, I usually do my toner and then I do a facial spray, kind of let that soak in and dry, and then anything else I'm gonna do. And then I head to the bedroom to do the rest of my skincare. So that's one that I like to use. Right now I have a different one in rotation in the bathroom, but it's not really necessarily a favorite, but that one is, so I thought I'd bring that out. My other one is the Caudalie Oud. It's a beauty elixir. I'm not even going to try with the French. But this is not currently in rotation because I just got it and I don't want to open it until, you know, I'm kind of done with some of the others. But I really like this one. This one is kind of minty. I don't know if minty is right, but it has a tingle to it. It smells really good. I really like this one. It's a little bit more expensive, but if you are looking for something that's kind of nice, kind of has that refreshing scent to it and refreshing feel to it, this is really good. And then, okay, so I have an eye cream. This is the Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. The reason that this is my favorite eye cream is that it does not hurt my eyes. I have very, very, very sensitive eyes, and a lot of eye creams, even if you are very careful about how close you put it to the eye, it's kind of hard to describe, but I always, you know how when you are watching a cartoon and you can see the smell rising off of it? That's how I feel with certain eye creams, is that you put it under your eyes and it wafts into your eyes, even if you don't get it into your eyes. So I like that because that usually does not happen. It's one of very few eye creams that I can use, so I do like that one. And then for moisturizer, I have the Glam Glow Glow Starter in the shade Nude Glow. So this is a tinted moisturizer. It's not so much tinted as it is, but it's not heavily tinted. It's more got a shimmer to it. And I really like this. And right now what I'm doing is I'm using this, and then I'm using a little bit of the Drunk Elephant, I think it's tinted moisturizer, and then like one dropper of serum and mixing them together, and I'm putting that all over my face as like my moisturizer. And I really like that combination. It's nice and it kind of looks pretty. So, but this is my favorite moisturizer right now. And then my favorite tinted moisturizer is the Origins Ginseng SPF 40. It's the Energy Boosting Tinted Moisturizer, Broad Spectrum SPF 40 Sheer Tint Release. So it's kind of a color changing moisturizer, which I like that kind of thing for whatever reason. It just always works out for me. And this is actually what I'm wearing today to kind of smooth out my complexion. And I really like this. Ooh. And then I almost forgot, this is my absolute favorite thing ever. So I think I've talked about these before. This is a face halo. This is amazing. These are so good that I have actually purchased every set in every color, and I purchased a big one. So this is the original kind. It's white and black. They have a set that's all black. And then they had a special edition set that was red. It's called the Cherry Morello. And one of their kind of co-founders is another YouTuber called Chloe Morello. And they put a red one out in honor of her, I guess. I love these things. Basically, they replace makeup remover wipes. So the wipes, honestly, are not very good for the environment. This one thing by itself is basically the equivalent of 500 wipes. And considering I have 3, 6, 9 times 500 is 45 something. I'm not good at math, but this is a lot of makeup wipes. And what you do, literally, all you do, run it under the water, get it wet, wipe your face, and all your makeup comes off. Now, if you have something that's a little more stubborn, like a stubborn lip or a stubborn eye, you wet it like you would, you hold it over the area 5 seconds, and then you rub, and it comes right off. Even though that is how you can use it, I still use it with my cleanser. I'll put my cleanser everywhere, scrub, 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 comes right off. Honestly, I find this to be better than wash rags, anything like that. And I don't know, if you're like me and you get water everywhere all the time, this helps me because I get this wet and I don't have to do this, and I just wipe it right off and there's no dripping. It's amazing. I love these. I think this is the thing of all the stuff I'm going to talk about. I think this is the thing that I'm so obsessed with. So go to Face Halo, buy some. And they're really inexpensive. Get some of these. They are amazing. So those are my favorites. So those are my body care favorites. Tidy up a tiny bit. Okay. So the next thing, talk about these, because I'm kind of doing these in the order that I would do my routine, my own personal routine. So the next thing I'm going to talk about are primers. So I think I have two. So I have two primers. The first one is the Professional by Benefit. The reason I like this is I like how my skin feels after I put it on. It's very smooth and kind of slippery. I don't really have a whole lot to say about this, but this is why I like that. The next one I have is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer Long Wear Foundation. Grip, preps, smooths, and perfects. So I think I've only used this once, but the one time I did use it, I used it in conjunction with the Urban Decay Liquid Foundation, and my skin looked really nice. So that is why, for right now, this is one of my favorites. I know your favorite is supposed to be something you've used more than once, but it's not. So, okay, the next thing is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation in the color 40WY. So this is the Urban Decay foundation. It has a pump. I really like this. It seems very comfortable on the skin. It's light. Again, it's by a company that I really, really like. I don't do a lot of foundation, and honestly, if I had my way, I would do powder, powder, powder all the time, but sometimes, you know, liquid is nice. Which leads me to my other favorite. It's the Urban Decay Stay Naked The Fix in also 40 WY. It is a powder foundation. So it's got a really nice compact. It's got the little thing here. But I really like this. Again, Urban Decay is one of my favorite brands, and so this is also good. Like if you did do a liquid, you could use this as a setting powder instead of just a foundation. So it just kind of depends on how you want to use it. The next thing I have is the Wet n Wild Mattifying Powder. So this is a pressed powder that I like to use to set my makeup. Super cheap, super nice. This is my second one. I actually used one completely up, which again, it's kind of hard to use makeup up, for me at least. But I do like this. I use a lot of loose powder as well. I don't necessarily have a favorite loose powder right now, so I didn't bring one of those in. But like if you are set, you know, if you were to bake, so like leaving powder on your face to set for a while, you can use this to sweep it off, or just use this to set in the general. But again, I really like this stuff. It's kind of, I don't know, I just like it. Guess I don't have to have a reason to like it. I can just like it. Okay, so the next thing is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I'm sure you've heard of this. I really like this stuff. I currently have one in the bathroom that I'm using that's the same size, but it's the honey scented. It came out with the honey collection. I don't like that because I don't like the smell of honey, but the product itself is fine. But I'm trying to use it up so I don't have to smell it anymore. But this stuff is really good. You can use it to, you know, obviously set your makeup. You can use it to enhance eyeshadow. You can use it to kind of help keep, you know, glitter set, you know, a little bit better. You can use it for your highlighter. It's just a really nice product. Kind of keeps things stuck. All right. Oh. So the next thing on my favorites is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the color Pool Party. Or in the collection Pool Party, I guess. I don't know. It's got these 3 colors in it, and I don't think the lighting's very good. But these 2 on the end are my 2 favorites. This one is like a pinky brown, which tends to be my favorite. And then the one in the middle is like a bright pink with glitter in it. And when I'm feeling real sassy, I swirl them all 3 together and use all 3. But I really, really like this brown pink color. I have one other of the trios, but this one is my favorite of the 2. Okay. Now this, highlighters. These are my 2 favorite highlighters. And I don't know if you have sensed kind of a theme here, but I really like Urban Decay. Unfortunately, okay, so this is the Urban Decay Afterglow Highlighter in the color Sin. Unfortunately, I do not think you can get this anymore. But this is my favorite highlighter. It's got a really nice subtle glow. The last time I saw it, you could still get it at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but it was kind of hit or miss. I don't know why this is my favorite. I just know that every time I put it on, it's really pretty. It's very smooth. For whatever reason, they did away with it. So I have to show you that it's my favorite, but you can't really get it. So my other favorite is the Lorac Light Source Mega Beam Highlighter in the color Gilded Lily. And this, so it looks like this, looks like that. It's like a pinky highlighter. Now this highlighter, I really like it. It's very smooth, and it's really funny because I would go into Ulta and I would touch this highlighter and I would play with this highlighter and I would just be so in love with this highlighter, but I wouldn't buy it. And then I would go back to Ulta and I would go back to this highlighter and I would play with it and I wouldn't buy it. I think I looked at this highlighter for probably months before I finally just said forget it, and I purchased it. I have at least three drawers of highlighters, so that's why I didn't buy this, but right now it's my favorite, one of my favorites. And this is one that you can still purchase, and even if they don't have this particular color, I think that's part of the other reason I didn't buy it, is because it was always out of stock. They have one or two other colors with the same formula that are really, really nice. So I highly recommend this too. Okay, so we'll stick to the highlighter theme. And this, yes. Okay, so the reason these two next items are my favorite for the most part is because of their packaging. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I like mythology and monsters and paranormal and things like that. So, when I saw this collection, I didn't even care about anything else. I wanted the collection. This is the Greek Goddess collection by Lunar Beauty, and I purchased the whole thing because I needed it. Okay, we're back. My battery died. So, where I left off, I was about ready to talk about the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess collection. I saw this. Lunar Beauty is the cosmetics company brand. Manny MUA, who is also on YouTube, it's his brand, and I think this was the Christmas collection or the holiday collection from 2018, I think. And when he unveiled it, I knew that I needed the entire collection based solely on the packaging. So because we were just talking about highlighters, I wanted to include this simply because of the packaging. Now, it does not hurt that the product inside is actually really good as well. So I wanted to show you this. This again is the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess Highlight Palette, and it is beautiful. Obviously, it's Medusa on the front, and it's a really nice, sturdy palette. It's got a mirror inside of it, which I don't want to blind you with, but it's got a nice big mirror, and then it's got 6 really pretty highlight shades in it as well. Harpy, Muse, Siren, Phoenix, Medusa, and Sphinx. So obviously, I'm going to be in love. And they're really, really pretty shades. They're really creamy, they're really smooth, and this, if I recall correctly, this is still available. I think you can get it on his website, but you can also get it at Morphe stores. And he also has a collection of highlighters that are not in a palette, but that are in his own component, that if they're even remotely close to these, they are also good products. But I obviously love this. This is one of my favorites based solely on the packaging, and it's really nice highlights too. I kind of forget that I have it because where I store it, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind, but I definitely like it. So along with that, this is the Lunar Beauty Greek Goddess color eyeshadow palette, and it looks exactly the same, but it's black. And again, we've got Medusa. It's just so beautiful. And it also has a really nice mirror, really nice packaging. This is the collection, really pretty neutrals. And also very creamy, very, very pretty. Well, and you probably can't see that. Well, I guess that's not the best swatch I've ever done in my life, but here, let's try this again. We'll do 3 different ones. So this was Nemesis, Iris, and Celine. So he's got a pop of blue in there, and then everything else is neutrals. but I really like this one too. Again, the eyeshadows are super creamy. And again, it's another one of those out of sight, out of mind kind of situations because of where I store it. If I had it out more often, I would probably use this all the time. The other thing is I'm always kind of afraid to use things like this because I'm afraid they're limited edition and I don't want them to disappear. But I guess if I was really obsessed, I could always keep the packaging like a pack rat. I don't know. All right, so my other two eyeshadow favorites. I guess at this point it's kind of obvious that I'm a huge Urban Decay fan if I haven't already mentioned it. So I think my favorite Urban Decay palette is the Naked 3, which is basically rose gold. I know if you see me out in public, I tend to have a heavier eye look going on. I like the darker colors or the pinks or the purples or the more interesting colors. But when it comes down to it, if I want to do a simple, easy look, this is kind of my jam. Kind of my jam. That's so dumb. But it's the pretty pinks and the neutrals and the pastels, and there's kind of the gray pinks and the black pinks. I just really like this palette, and I always really, really like what my eyes look like when I wear this palette. This is the kind of palette where you could do something really serious, like kind of extreme. You could do something very light and gentle, but either way, every time I do this, I really, really like this palette. And because I have so many palettes, I don't play with this as much as I should. And right now I'm kind of trying to focus on purple palettes. We'll just move on. But I am trying to focus on the purple palette, so because that's not a purple palette, that's not up on top of my vanity right now. So hopefully I'll dig into this one soon. Now, my other favorite palette that I picked, because honestly I could probably pick way more than just the three that I did show you, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is kind of a very similar color scheme to this, but it's got a few more kind of darker colors. And this is a very well-known palette. This palette also, every time I use it, I really like the look. Oddly enough, my favorite color is this very simple taupey brown color. If you can see that, it looks way different in the light than it does on my hand, but it's called Buon Fresco, and it's just like a pinky taupey color, and really there's not much to it, but it's my favorite color. I like this palette so much that I actually gave it to my eldest niece, and the intention was that she use it for her wedding, and she did use it for her wedding, and she actually asked me to do her makeup for her, and this is the palette that we used. Well, we used her palette, but this is the kind of palette that if you are not, you don't like extreme colors, or you don't like anything really, really crazy or intense, this is a really pretty palette that you can use. It's got a lot of neutrals in it, but then it's got a few pops in it, and if you are into pinks or kind of the taupes or the browns or anything like that, this is a really good palette. So this is the end of my eyes and face. Well, maybe not the end of it, but it's the end of that particular little package. So the next set of items I have, these are my favorite eye finishing products. So eyeliners, mascara. So let's start with my favorite eyeliners. I am gonna get these swatches all over me, aren't I? That's okay. Okay, so I have four favorite eyeliners. The first one, we'll just stick with the Urban Decay because why not? The first one is a black, and it's Perversion by Urban Decay. I don't know why I'm... Typical black, very creamy, very smooth. The next one that I like, this tends to be my favorite as well, obviously, because it needs to be sharpened. This is a nice navy blue color. It's called Sabbath, also by Urban Decay. The reason I like this is because you can wear this still have a darker eyeliner, but it's not black, which makes it sometimes a little bit less severe. So depending on what you're kind of going for, or if for some reason darker eyeliner makes you look haggard or whatever, you can go with a different color, and it's still kind of an intense color, but it's not quite as harsh. I really like the Sabbath color. It's just a really pretty color, and you know, normally like blue eyeliner is kind of a weird thing, but because it's so deep, it's more of a navy, it's just not as obvious, and it's very, very pretty. The next eyeliner that I really like is a newer one, and it's the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeliner. It is in the color Pillow Talk. I'm a genius. And it's kind of a brown burgundy color. It's very, very pretty as well. And then the next favorite is also a black eyeliner, and this is the KVD Cake Pencil Eyeliner in Trooper Black. And they actually just came out with a miniature size of this, so if you didn't want to buy another full-size black, you could try this one in a smaller size. And again, the reason I like this, it's creamy and it's smooth and it runs really well. So these are my 4 kind of favorite eyeliners right now. Obviously 2 Urban Decays, and then a Charlotte Tilbury and KVD. Okay, so this next category is very, very big because this tends to be my favorite makeup product to use. It's something that you can just throw on. It's super easy. You don't have to worry about it. I'm going to try to go quickly because it looks like the battery's trying to die again. Oh, wait, no, I have one last thing. Mascara. My very, very, very favorite mascara is the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. This is a small tube. I'm almost out of it. Honestly, I probably need to throw this one out and start a new one. This is amazing. This makes my eyelashes so long. They can touch my eyebrows, and I love it. I don't need anything else. I don't wear false eyelashes. I only wear this, and this is so, so good. It replaced one of my other favorites all time, Bad Gal Bang. Okay. So the next section is lip products. One of my favorite lip balms right now is the Fenty Beauty Pro Kisser Luscious Lip Balm in the color Hint Hint. And it looks like this. It looks like it's in a squeezy tube, but it actually does have a doe foot applicator, which is nice because, I don't know, squeezy tubes are kind of just a pain in the butt. But this is so nice and creamy and smooth, and it feels so good on your lips. So this is one that I've had for a while because I try to use other stuff up, and then I found this again and I was like all over this. This is good stuff. The next one is this. This is a lip oil, and this is by Jouer, and it's the Essential Hydrating Lip Oil. And this is something kind of newer to me. And whenever I think lip oil, I kind of think thicker, but this actually is not very thick, but I really like it. And it's got a really nice doe foot to it. Kind of a bigger doe foot. I don't know if you can see that. And it's very smooth, and I really like this as well. The next thing is the Farsali Unicorn Antioxidant Lip Mask. This is something that I have already purchased once. This is a second purchase, and I really, really like this. This is, again, the Unicorn Antioxidant Lip Mask. Okay, and then I have the Bite Beauty Agave Intensive Lip Mask. This is a repurchase as well, and this is in a tube, kind of more of a nighttime thing that I use sometimes. My favorite night mask is the Laneige Sleeping Care Lip Sleeping Mask. And I'm sure you've heard about this a million times. Very smooth and creamy. I love this. Okay, so I have one lip liner in here. Right now it's my favorite lip liner is the Patrick Ta Precision Lip Crayon. I don't see what the name is. Oh, She's Humble. And this is something I just recently purchased. So I'm still kind of getting the hang of it, but right now it's the one I like. It's a really nice pink, nude pink. Very, very pretty. And then, as I have mentioned over and over and over again, my favorite liquid lipstick is the KVD liquid lipstick. I just wanted to show you a bigger size. This isn't necessarily my favorite color, but my favorite color is actually Lovecraft. And it's like a really pretty pinky mauve color. But favorite one of those. Now, my favorite bullet lipstick is Urban Decay, and my two favorite colors right now anyway are Hex, which is like a burgundy red color. So that's that. And then my other favorite is this one, and it's called Ravenswood. These are my two favorite my two favorite bullet lipsticks. And then finally, my last two favorites products. This is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow lip gloss. This is her original color. It's that really pretty nudie brown color. I actually managed to finish a full-size one of these, and I just got lipstick all over my pants. That's awesome. Anyway, I managed to actually finish a full size of one of these, so that means clearly I really, really like it. I did not open this yet because I have a whole bunch of other lip products I need to go through, so that's why I have not opened this, and I will not open it right now. But this one is really, really good, and it looks great on everybody. And then my final product is the Charlotte Tilbury I don't know. I think it's Collagen Lip Bath. But it's basically a lip gloss, and it's in the color Refresh Rose, and it is so nice. Super creamy, super nice, super smooth, and it's got a really cute little doe foot applicator with a kind of looks like a little heart at the end. So, I'm gonna put a little of that on there. Don't want to put too much on because I don't want to ruin the wand with my red lipstick. Anyway, I really like this. I got a sample of it originally in a different order, decided that I really liked it, so I bought the full size one, and so far I really, really enjoy it. We'll see how long it takes me to get through this, if I actually do get through this, but that is the end of that. So, sorry I kind of rushed through the last bit. I don't want my camera to die again. But I hope you enjoyed this. This was my first attempt at doing a favorites video, so that's why it's a little bit longer. I just kind of wanted to go over initially all my major favorites, and then I think maybe as we go along, I probably won't do monthly favorites, but periodically maybe I'll refresh or update or talk about things that I'm really liking for a particular time. Again, I don't know how often I will do these videos, but I just thought it would be something different. Usually I only do hauls, but I did an empties video a couple weeks ago, so this is my first favorite, so I'm kind of trying to start branching out a little bit. If you have any ideas or things that you would like to see, go ahead and let me know. If you feel like doing so, you can leave a comment. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. That is the end of this, and I will talk to you guys soon. Although, before I forget, please make sure you register to vote. Once you've registered, make sure you do vote. This is a very important voting year. Other than that, I hope you're staying safe, healthy, and happy, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Have a great day.